Faida number two, you find that about 80 to 100 years ago, the topic of the miracles in the Quran and the Sunnah was like a big topic, right? You find that in the Westerners, they had like rejected many of these miracles mentioned by the people in the church and the Bible, etc. These are all superstitions. This is craziness. This is nonsense. It's not scientific. These are fairy tales, etc., etc. And then you had some Muslims, some scholars, they were affected by these ideas. And they felt that we need to put forward an Islam which is appropriate for the 21st century. We need to put forward an image of Islam which makes sense. And these like mu'jizat, etc., they don't make sense to the scientific mind according to them. And so they said, we need to protect the youth, we need to protect the people, we need to protect their deen, and so we need to reinterpret these matters. People might leave Islam because of these stories. Maybe some non-Muslim says to them, these are all fairy tales you believe in. Your prophet went Isra and Miraj, he went to Aqsa, he went to the heaven. All of these type of things and other matters, we can't believe this. And some youth might leave Islam because of these mu'jizat. So we need to protect the youth. And so you find that the famous Seerah, Hayat Muhammad by Hussein Haykal, he says there that the only miracle is the miracle of the Quran. As for all of the other miracles, then the enemies of Islam, they use these miracles to mock Islam. And so we have to leave all of these miracles and these ahadith, etc., and riwayat, etc. We need to leave all of those matters. Jade, like some of them, they said, Surafil, these elephants, they were killed by a virus. So it's not these birds, etc., but rather they were killed by a virus. And they came with different interpretations with regards to angels, shaitan. This is your inclination to do evil. There's no such thing as shaitan, right? Dajjal, no, Dajjal is not like a real Dajjal. Jahid, sihr, black magic, all of this here. This is not true. Isa alayhi salam, he's not going to come back. Many of the signs of Qiyamah, etc., they reinterpreted, etc., etc., right? Now, what one should understand is that the intention of these scholars, ulama, etc., who came out with these ta'wil and interpretations, their intentions were noble. Their motivations were good, but the action was incorrect. Jade. They were not people with evil intentions. They were motivated to defend the Sharia. They were motivated to make difa' of Islam, Jade, to make difa' of the Quran and of the Seerah, etc. Jade. They felt that we are putting forward an appropriate image of Islam. Jade. Now fast forward, today, is the matter of the miracles an issue? Is it an issue that somebody come along and say, you know what, I read about this miracle of Yusuf alayhi salam or Yunus alayhi salam or the Prophet sallallahu alayhi salam and my deen is shaking, etc. No, you don't find research papers and people talking about this matter. That was a wave that came and it went. Khalas, today people don't look at these matters as mashakil and problems, etc. Also, the world today, we see cell phones and we see people going to the moon and Elon Musk and all of this ajib things that are happening in the world. So it's easier for people today to accept miracles because we see ajib things happening in the world. Jayid. So it was a problem in the past, but it's not a problem today. It was a problem for a short period of time, and that short period of time has come and it's gone, Jade. And so we learn from this is that there will be waves that come and go, Jade. And so it's so important for the Muslim to stick and hold on to the usul of the Sharia and not to give in to the pressures of the age and the pressures of the time, Jade. That the compass of the Muslim should be, what is the intention of Allah with regards to this verse? What is the intention of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam behind this matter? Jayid, the waves of liberalism and feminism and atheism today, etc., and secularism and all of this here, these waves are strong today, but these waves, like the mu'jiza inkar waves of the past, they will come and they will go, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. And those who hold firm they will still be around, walhamdulillah. As stated, narrated by some of the pious people of the past, Al-Jama'ah ma wafaqa al-haq walau kunt wahdak. That the Jama'ah is that which is upon the truth, even if you are one. لا تزال طائفة من أمتي ظاهرين على الحق لا يضرهم من خذلهم حتى يأتي أمر الله. There will always be a party of this ummah upon the truth, and it will not harm them whoever forsakes them, etc. Until يوم القيامة they will be upon the truth. جيد. وما أكثر الناس ولو حرصت بمؤمنين. جيد. وإن تطيع أكثر من في الأرض يضلوك عن سبيل الله. And many other verses of the noble Quran related to this matter. ولا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله فاحكم بين الناس بالحق ولا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله. So the summary of the matter is waves will come and go, but make sure that you are still around. حياكم الله.